Hey tribe, how are you? As you can see, I am back where I love to be, nature. So as you can see from the title, we are going to talk about letting things and or people go and being okay with that decision. So if this describes where you are in life, or maybe you just recently made that choice and you're kind of on the fence if it was the right choice, why don't you hang around for this video? Let's see if it'll help you decide some things. Today we're going to talk about being in a place in our life where we're trying to decide who deserves access to us or not. And I recognize it is not always an easy decision or black and white. So I'm hoping in this video I can offer you some tips or at least some thoughts to think about while you're going through the process of making that decision. And one of those things I want to put on your mind is some people get caught up in time. When people have invested what they consider sufficient time, they become in a place of feeling obligated to stay. And you're not. What people need to understand is you are not obligated to stay in any situation or have or allow access to yourself by someone when the situation is causing you pain, sacrifice of oneself, inability to be your authentic self, or you're not getting a return on your investment, which simply means you are giving out more than you are getting in. And I don't mean in a selfish way, but you're not being empowered, supported, encouraged, motivated. So if you're not getting these things that should be important to you back coming your way, if that's what you're giving out, then you need to take inventory and decide if that situation and or person deserves a space and place in your life. Another thought I want to put on your mind, which is why a lot of people get stuck or settle, is so often people worry about the opinion or perception of other people. People become consumed about other people's thoughts. Let me tell you something. Live your life based on your happiness. And only you get to define what your happiness is. Because my happiness is not yours and yours will not be mine. Right? So with that being said, you have the right to define what happiness is, looks, and feels like to you. Let me ask you a question. Are people calling your phone or texting you or emailing you, asking you for your opinion or permission to do things in regards to their life? I guarantee you, most of you, if not all of you, the answer was no. So if that's the case, why are you worried about other people's opinions and perceptions? Like I've said in previous videos, it is your and only your responsibility to protect your peace and your happiness. And if you do not make that a priority in your life and you don't choose to protect your peace and your responsibility, then you don't get to play the victim when other people don't prioritize it either. People could only do what you allow them to, and people see how you treat yourself. So if you are not protecting your peace, your happiness, demanding respect for yourself, respecting yourself, then you can't get mad when other people follow suit, right? So another perception or thought I want to put on your mind. Sometimes people get caught up in feeling embarrassed. And I want to be clear about what the definition of embarrassed is. Embarrassed is a feeling of self-consciousness, shame, or awkwardness. That is the definition of embarrassed. So when you're thinking of who and what deserves access to you, don't be embarrassed because you're doing what is best for you. Be embarrassed when you settle. Be embarrassed when you sacrifice yourself. Be embarrassed when you choose to put someone else's happiness and peace over yours and you prioritize what is of importance to them as opposed to what is of importance to you. There is no shame or awkwardness in putting yourself first. And don't let nobody tell you it is. See, there's a difference between selfishness, right? And loving oneself. There's a difference. So don't let nobody guilt or shame you into feeling bad for protecting this. That's your responsibility. From head to toe, in and out is your responsibility. Understand, everyone does not come into your life forever. Some people are for a reason and a season. And you have to develop the skill of deciphering which is which. Who has forever access and who is for a reason and a season and perhaps a lesson. Thank them for their service and release them, okay? Let me offer you an analogy. Imagine yourself holding on to a hot pot, a hot handle on a pot. Doing that is going to cause you excruciating pain, uncomfortableness, everything but positivity, right? Healing and relief only begins when you let go of the source of the pain. And that's across the board in your life. As long as we are holding on to that thing, that circumstance, or that person, that relationship that is not serving us and benefiting us. And again, by benefiting, I'm referring to inspiring, motivating, elevating, encourage, supporting. If we are holding on to things that is in opposition of that, relief, healing, freedom, happiness, it's no entry point. It's no way for it to come in because you're not allowing it, right? So I wasn't going to make this a long video. It's no need to, right? But let me end by saying this. Take the time, sit down when you have a moment, no distractions, quietness, and your mind is in a place of clarity. Take inventory of the people and the circumstances in your life. And once you do that, truly have an honest evaluation of those people and those circumstances. And truly decide if they deserve a place and space and access to you in your life. And if the answer is no, it's okay. It's all right. Begin the removal process. And I'm not going to lie to you and tell you it's going to be easy. I'm not going to lie and tell you it's going to happen overnight. But what I'm telling you is, if you stay true and consistent to the process of preserving and maintaining your peace and your happiness, the freedom and the peace that you allow in will be worth it. And you will wonder what took you so long to begin the process. I promise you, it won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. And that alone should be your motivation. Your freedom, your happiness, your peace should be your motivation. I truly do, hope that this video, albeit short, but I want to get right to the point because what's understood need not be explained. You are worth it. Don't let nobody and nothing tell you different. Your happiness is as important and as worthy and as deserving as the next man and woman. And anything or anybody that tells you different and want to block it and be a roadblock to you in accessing it and getting to it, step over, step under, step around, step to the side. But whatever you do, get that thing or that person out your journey's path. The longer you delay the process, you delay your happiness. end of the day, my brother and my sister, your happiness and your responsibility and your peace begins and ends with you. Begins and ends with you. It is no one else's responsibility or fault, because people can only do what you allow them to. So the only question is, are you happy? Can you be happier? And if the answer is no to both those questions, then your only question is, what's my next step to get there? I wish you nothing but love, peace, and more abundance and happiness than your heart can handle and know what to do with. If you have found this video helpful, inspiring, or even just thought-provoking, like, comment, subscribe, send it to someone else so it could be an encouragement to them. I hope to see you again. And remember, I got nothing but love for you, and it ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Let's go get happy.